It's not Iranius or Hypatia. It's a strange outsider. This is truly an unexpected miracle. Congratulations. You have witnessed the power of Aphis' pioneering test subject, and finally made your way to my study.
What? You're...
I am Archon Petrius, the true leader of Aphis. Young stranger, you have surpassed all Ephesians in both bravery and wisdom. You must be blessed by fate.
Hang on, you're Petrius?
I am a copy of Petrius's will. My existence represents all of his thoughts from 500 years ago.
I don't really understand. Is this another Starite power?
The process and theory are much more complicated than that. But yes, essentially. I had to leave Aphis to pursue loftier goals. But I left part of myself here to continue to guide the people. Feel free to ask questions and I will quell your doubts.
Since you're a copy of Petrius's will, do you know where the Archon relic is?
Yes, and having passed the test, it is there on the desk as your reward.
The relic! You're giving it to me just like that?
Yes, you probably are aware that a secret is hidden within it. Now you are free to use it. Make the most of my aid, and do your best to keep up, my new disciple.
Hey, I don't want to be some disciple. Hang on a minute. That strange orb. Never mind. At least I found the relic. Huh? This painting. Petrius, Hypatia, and... Iranius? Sure looks a lot like someone I know. I'll have to talk to him later. I'll just take the relic for now.
How are the experiment's subjects performing today?
2 of the calves survived, but barely. The rest died. I've recorded the results in the notebook, Master.
And the new materials?
I've prepared what we need for today.
Excellent. And the etherite?
Here, Master.
Thank you, Iranius. It's going to be another busy day. Are you ready?
Of course, I am at your disposal, ready to deal with any problems. For the gods, for the people, and for my master.
And for your future as well. You're part of a great cause, and you will share in the glory of the gods with me.
Oh, I would be truly honored.
The three praise you.
How did you... Wait, where's Otto?
He's fine. I have him in a safe place. But you won't be able to find him until after you've listened to my demands.
I knew you were dangerous. You should come clean about who you really are, Irenaeus.
I see. You must have seen the painting. I hadn't expected that, but it doesn't matter. I was going to reveal my identity sooner or later. I was once Petrius's assistant, his disciple, and a fellow prisoner. But we fell out long ago. Because of that, the other zealots regarded me as the enemy. I was only safe when I was in my cell.
I don't care about that. What matters is that you deceived me.
I didn't mean to hide anything from you. I just don't think you need to know all of the complexities of the situation.
You've misjudged me and my understanding of the city. Now where's Otto?
If you help me, I'll bring Otto back to you. I want to join your group, those who ask you to find the relic. I want to work with them. I know what you want to do when you find the relic. You intend to remove Asterigos, do you not?
You...
It's an excellent idea. I, too, observe the capabilities of the relic, but I feared I wouldn't be able to do the research myself, so I've never put the experiment into practice. I'd abandoned all hope. But then, you showed up, and you also understand what the relic can do. So, I want to help you.
I can't guarantee that the others will accept you. Damn it. Did you take Otto just to threaten me?
Yes, child. I know, it's treacherous, but I thought it necessary for my negotiation. If you can guarantee my safety, and will work with me, I'll gladly tell you everything about Styx, including the whereabouts of Petrius.
Even so... What's that?
My soul. You've seen the Black Wardens, so you should be able to understand why I'm doing this. Time and time again, Petrius crossed the line, and in the end, he trampled on my body and my mind. Now, I neither belong to the living nor the dead, and I'm unable to have a real existence. Take it and tell your leader everything I told you here. What I can give will be of great benefit to you. You'll come to understand that you need me. As for the boy, he still needs constant observation. I'll keep him safe for you. When you're ready, go to the Fallon Trail mission. Otto and I will be waiting.
You're not giving me much of a choice.
I don't have much of one myself. For me, the Adherents may be the only place I can go. You have questions, child? I feel ashamed, but the damage has already been done, and I will do all I can to atone for my transgressions. However, with my knowledge of magic and theology, I can help you save Aphis.
Don't lay the burden at my feet. An outsider like me shouldn't get to decide.
Don't worry. If your leader has any sense, she won't refuse.
Damn! Now I understand why you became a political prisoner. If anything happens to Otto, then by the winds, I'll make you pay.
Go ahead. My soul is in your hands. And don't forget to take the relic.
diary has a familiar ring to it. Something's here. Something's here. Maybe I should bring this back to Minerva first.
I heard that the voice in the deeps belongs to an ancient giant. That's the craziest monster I've ever heard of.
I don't think you can call him a monster.
What? He's not a monster. Then what is he?
A kind of god, perhaps.
No way. Sweetie, if the three were around, they'd no doubt have defeated this giant straight away. Hey, sweetie, what's up? Thank you.
So, you're doing what the mistress has always wanted to do. The mistress has suffered so many grievances. Today she will finally be vindicated.
Has she always wanted to explore the deeps?
Do you still not understand? If not on account of Marble's inaction and prohibition, why else would we endure the foul stench of the sewer?
Because the Archon sailed off the deeps.
Look, just remember that what you achieve in the deeps is critical to the adherent's success. What do you need? Mind your manners.
Welcome back, Hilda. Any news from Styx?
Do you know Aganon? Or rather, Arrhenius?
By the gods, I know Arrhenius. He's one of Petrius's henchmen. You've had dealings with them?
Petrius is nowhere to be seen. I've only spoken to Arrhenius, but they seem to have had a big falling out over some disagreement. So Arrhenius wants to give his knowledge, maybe even his soul, to the adherents in exchange for shelter.
His soul? He said that?
Yes. Take a look at this phylactite.
It sounds utterly absurd. I can't believe that he and Petrius would have had a falling out. He's very loyal to Petrius. If this isn't a trick, then what could have happened? But he is really the only person that can give me the details I need on Styx.
He says he'll wait for your answer at the Fallon Trail mission.
I need to analyze this phylactite first. Before I do, could you get me some more information?
Petrius's crazy disciples occupy most of the prison, and they're conducting experiments on prisoners.
Really? It looks like Marble and Petrius made some kind of pact to maintain the balance through terror.
Right. With no warden and no Petrius and Styx right now, all the prisoners and fanatics are free to do their own thing. The whole situation there is perfect for the Physicoid's crazy experiments. If it's not madmen and monsters roaming around, it's innocent people just waiting to be captured and experimented on.
Are they also using stardust?
Not everyone needs it. Just like the Ethers cultists, those Physicoid can transform people into monsters.
I see. It would appear we have no way of getting in there for now. We should be thankful that they have no plans to come out and attack the city.
Or maybe the city's too small a target for them. I found the Archon relic.
Great. I was worried we'd have to negotiate with Petrius.
I kind of did. I talked with some part of him in the deepest part of the prison.
A part of him?
It was like a weird ball of light. It spoke to me and claimed to be the will of Petrius from 500 years ago. It said lots of strange things, and seemed to know what I wanted. It just gave me the Archon relic without me even asking.
Interesting.
Honestly, it gave me the creeps.
Me too. But I'm also curious to know just how far his magic has come.
And Arrhenius' phylactite? What did the analysis show?
I can't explain it very well. There are still a few things I need to verify. I'll go to the mission with Bion. If Arrhenius accepts my conditions, then I'll allow him to come. Right now we lack manpower. The more intelligence, the better. At the very least, I should negotiate with him in person to determine the truth.
Understood. Let me come with you.
All right. Let's meet at the mission.
This whole situation is infuriating. So many good soldiers. It's difficult not to feel sympathy for Serene's decision. I know she wanted to help the people of the Black Streets, but did she overestimate her abilities? As for Andreas, his ending was exactly like I expected. Too bad I didn't get to see it in person. You did well. He should have paid for his actions long ago.
I'll see you later.
One moment. You fought Andreas. What did you think of him?
He was a tough opponent, and I felt a lot of pressure when he was talking.
He was really annoying, wasn't he?
Did I say that?
Back in Fallon Academy, you might have observed the reason behind the conflict between Andreas and me. He always talked in the most insulting, humiliating way. I warned him so many times that his behavior had a bad influence on the discipline and loyalty of the soldiers. But in the end, I was the one that was punished.
What happened?
I was in command of the escort squad. But things went south, and I was forced to make some difficult decisions. Andreas had no honor or shame. He asked me to abandon the soldiers who fell behind and use them as bait instead.
Oh, that's totally something he would do.
I refused and made my decision based on what the Academy taught. The result was unsatisfactory. It took me a long time to regain my position after being demoted. Yet Andreas kept rising through the ranks. After that, he kept criticizing and victimizing me in order to climb higher, all so he could become Serene's guard. It's hard for me to accept that the Archon wasn't involved.
If I were you, I'd be questioning it too. Thanks for sharing that with me.
It's nothing. I'm only saying it now because I feel it's time to let it go. I've found my home, and I've pledged my loyalty to the Mistress. We are all striving to do the right thing. I should feel pride, I know. Thank you, Hilda. Yes?
Bion, I found this.
Is this a dog tag?
Do you recognize it?
I do. I once served as a centurion, you know. I promoted many great soldiers. They were all my brothers. This one was originally a mercenary of the Black Streets, until the army found itself in need of more men.
You allowed mercenaries to join?
It was the Archon's decision. I didn't like it, and as it turns out, they did bring down the overall standard. Some did rise through the ranks to become Aristoi guards, but most were like Uriah, barbarians with no sense or manners. They were good warriors, but they lacked intelligence and were prone to picking fights.
They don't sound like good brothers.
Uriah may not have been my favorite, but I do remember every single soldier who ever served under me. If you find more dog tags, please bring them to me.
No problem. I found a tag in Argus Bazaar. Do you recognize it?
Off a soldier. I've led many men, you know. I was a centurion before becoming an Aristoi guard. I had 100 soldiers under my command.
Do you remember this one?
Oh, Aporio. He was very short and had a nose so big that he couldn't wear a helmet. He always liked to repeat what I said. He wasn't very good with a sword, but very serious. A gentle kid. Sometimes too gentle.
It looks like he fought for the Aristoi Quarter on the front line at Argus Bazaar.
It really wasn't the best position for him. He wanted to join the adherents in the shelter with me, but he was reluctant to disobey orders, so he came to me seeking advice. I told him he should stick with the Legion if he couldn't make up his mind.
Do you think he regretted the decision?
Regret? No. A soldier must be decisive. If he made a decision, he shouldn't regret it. I feel sorry about what happened to Aporio, but if he felt regret, I'd feel more disappointed than sorry. It would be far worse than just joining the adherents in the first place.
I found this. Can you take a look at it?
A dog tag. Let me see. Hippos. He used to be in my squad. He was extremely ordinary. Normal looks, normal personality. He was also ordinary when it came to fighting. He's the kind of guy who gets forgotten by the Decurion during roll call. But he was a veteran of many battles, so he was highly experienced, or at least just lucky enough to have survived. In the end, he reached the position of Decurion, although his fellow soldiers mostly rose to even higher ranks. Perhaps that was as far as he could go. The last time I saw him, he was married and hoping to be promoted to a higher rank to earn more money. Looking at this now, it would seem he failed. May he rest in peace. If he kept his head down, things probably would have gone better for him.
My father once said that seeking something one doesn't deserve usually ends in catastrophe. But I don't think anyone has the right to stop other people from trying to go further.
Wise words from both of you. There's really no right answer about what he should have done.
I think you should have this.
Is this Asen? He was a most driven soldier, the youngest centurion ever, and guardian of the Fallon Academy. His ambitions exceeded most men's imagination, but you have his dog tag now. Such a mess. How reckless. How foolish. But I'm an even bigger fool. I never expected you to return with his tag. You've certainly proved yourself.
Sorry, but I had no choice.
It's all right. Your mission takes priority. Aeson did his duty and died with honor. I'm proud of him.
Bion, I found this at the entrance to the temple pass in the sunken outskirts.
Vangelis's dog tag. Odysseus would be so sad.
They were good friends?
More than that, they were inseparable. If Odysseus was a man of principle, Vangelis could be described as both boring and stubborn. Their differences were a constant source of arguments. Many times, I thought their friendship was surely over, but the next day, I'd see them in the tavern together.
That sounds so sweet. They were true brothers.
Yes, it was interesting at first. The others loved to joke about them. But after seeing them for so long, I wish they could have taken a step back sometimes. Perhaps then, they would have bickered less.
It couldn't have been easy for you.
There were a lot of soldiers more difficult than them. I worried too much. I just felt bad for them. If they hadn't joined Andreas, things would have been much easier for them. I warned them long ago to stay away from him. Even if they admired Serene, there were other options.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Just complaining, I suppose. Lawrence. So, this is how his life ended. He was a mysterious, quiet man. He'd often stare up at the sky and say something out of nowhere. Was he a good man? I think so. It's just that maybe his definition of good was slightly different from others. I'm not surprised he joined the cultists.
But he was also Marble's valued deputy. Would he have been so easily swayed by the cultists?
A man like Marble would never attempt to understand Lawrence's true feelings. He was unsophisticated and kept questioning everything. I'm not surprised he ended up making some unethical decisions. Lawrence was living in his own world. I'd never have someone like that by my side. The glory of the Three.